create a realistic water within 10 minutes. So without any further ado, let's get into this topic. But before we do, make sure that you subscribe. So every subscribe will make me motivate and make me to create more videos. So let's get into this. So as soon as you open the Blender file, you will come to see a cube. So click that cube and go to add modifier and add a ocean modifier. So as soon as you click the ocean modifier, you would come to see a textbook kind of something. So make sure that it is something like textbook and go to, yeah. So make sure if you see this ocean ocean like thingy, it is in small in size. You could it increase the size by clicking entering as, but or else you can also increase the size of it by increasing the value of repeat x and repeat y. Make sure that it is both the values are 2, and make sure that the resolution are also in the value of 11. So this will add some texture to it. So before it didn't add any texture. When it is at the 7, it is not having many texture, but when I click or enter the value 11, it adds some texture, as you can see. So now what we're going to do is make sure that in order to make the ocean to go in a motion, we have to make sure that the time value is hashtag frame divided by 24. So now if you play, you can see that the waves are moving. So now the ocean is moving. That's what we want. So now what you're going to do is you can see that when it moves, it's not adding up many waves. It's just like a smooth, just a plain moving. So we don't want that. We have to increase the wave. So in order to do that, click the wave and make the scale value to 2.1. This would give us a bit value or a wave. It would increase. Make sure that or else make it 2.5. This would increase the wave value. If you flow, boom, that now it's good. So now what you're going to do is make sure that the smallest wave is up to 0, because if you increase the smallest wave, it would smoothen out the plane or the ocean or the cube. So make sure that the value of it is 1.5. So now, sorry, it is, make sure that it's 0. So because when we keep it as 0, it will smoothen up. But when you see closely, it is something, it has something like potholes. So in order to eradicate it, so make it like a bit softened. So 0.5 would be better. Make it 0.5. So now the plane is smooth and it is also wavy. So now this is perfect. So then make sure that the choppiness of this is 1.5, because when you increase the wave, it comes closer. So make sure it is something like 1.2. So when you play now, it has cool effects, right? So when we talk about waves, it has some foam. So in order to create foam is nothing but, if you don't know what is a foam, it's nothing but white lines on the waves. You could see in the ocean, right? When it flows, it creates some white lines on it. So that's what we call it as foam. Now entering it alone is not enough. Make sure that the data layer you enter it as foam, because it helps in future purpose, which is in rendering. So make sure that you go to, now it's time to go to render, because we have made it and the waves are flowing and it's a quite flow. It doesn't matter. If you want to increase the uh, speed, you could just decrease the value to 20, makes that bit faster. So if you decrease the value, the speed increases. If you increase the value, the speed decreases. So make sure that you go to render a bit. My laptop is a bit laggy, yeah. So if your laptop is good, then the process would be greater and faster. So make sure that you separate the tabs. So now make sure that you change the 3D viewport to shader editor, and boom, from now onwards it's full of rendering. So when you click material, make sure that it's C or something, make enter C. So when you add a new material, you could see something like this. So make sure that you change the base color to something like this. You can already see some blue waves. So it's something like this. Yeah, make it a small darker and increase the white value. So that would make the perfect. So the metallicness it could be 0, or if you want to increase the metallicness, you can increase, but usually generally it is not no expected to be increased. So make sure that the roughness is up to 0. It will increase the transparency, and let this click the specular and make sure that the IO value is 1.333, because that's the IO value of water we talk about generally. And make sure that the transmission weight is up to 1. So yeah, so boom, this is all we need. And move, and just move this. So now what we're going to do is add a principal PDFs, principal PDFs, and enter the principal PDFs to displacement. So make sure that the BDFS SF value is at you connect with volume, and make also add the mix shader. It would be helpful. Mix shader, click. Wait. After you add mix shader, now add attribute, because that would help us to uh, increase add foam. All right. So add the attribute and make sure that you name it as foam, because that's where it help. Make sure that the spelling is correct. Yeah, and add a math also. So connect the color with the value and make sure that it is in multiplication thingy. And once again, connect the color with not this value, connect with this value, or whatever whatsoever. You could connect wherever you want. So next, add we want color ramp. That would help in many terms. So enter color ramp, boom, add the value with the factor. Make sure that you connect the color with the factor. So now this would make us see blue, and make sure that you increase the value of foam to 1.5 or something, and let the color be like this, and decrease like this, and make something bluish somewhere like that, and increase the value. And for this, a bit blue, it would help. Yeah, that would be perfect. And that's all, guys. So now we have added everything. There's realistic, and can also add a camera, because I don't have a camera. I don't know where it gone. So look into camera view, double click R to see where you are, R to rotate. So that's all, guys. This is all the video about. So make sure that you subscribe and like the bell icon. I mean, like this video and share this to everyone. So I will come up with another video where I've added some grassland and a man with a tree sitting alone or standing alone with the ocean. That would be so great. You guys should watch it. And if you like this video, just like it. So that's all, guys. This is all about. So now, if this is a bonus point, what you might need. So it is in this color. It's because you haven't added no environment texture. So go to world settings and click click this yellow button and add environment texture. So as soon as you add, you would come to see a pinkish thingy. My favorite color is pink. And make sure that you add some sky texture. So let I don't know where this this so so once you add, you will come to see a great water. So look into the view. So it's a bit glossy, but this is the wave. So yeah,